Hey, what's going on, good friend? TC here with an E3 moment. I just want to remind you and to let you know that abundance is your natural state. E3, you know what it stands for, and if you don't, exposure, education, and execution. All right, listen, let's just get into this conversation today. I just want to share this with you. I want to share with you three indicators to let you know if you are not exposed, if your team is not exposed, and you don't even know it. Three indicators, because watch this. Sometimes I like to say this: we get drunk on our own Kool-Aid, man. We think that we are further along than where we are. I'm not excluding myself from that rule. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt and the bumper sticker. You know, when you think that you can do something better than what you're doing it, think you're further along than where you've currently traveled. Yeah, I've been there, man. It's like stroking your ego because nobody wants to say to themselves, "Man, you suck." Nobody wants to do that. But I just want to share with you three indicators to let you know, or even the team that you lead, know that they are not exposed or underexposed, and they don't even know it. I think one of the greatest gifts that you and I could have is called the gift of awareness. Listen, knowing about a problem is not the challenge. It's not knowing that you have a problem. That's the challenge. Because if I know that I got a problem, then I know that there's something that I need to address. But then when there's a problem that is hidden, that's off my radar, that's creating chaos and conflict, man, that creates a significant challenge. So here's three indicators to let you know that you're not exposed, or even your team is not exposed, or those who you're leading is not exposed. Watch this, or those who you are around are not exposed. Whatever context it is, apply that to the context and let's take it a bit further. Okay, the first indicator that you have to look for is this: they critique what they have never experienced. The first indicator is they critique what they've never experienced. Watch this. Because when someone hasn't seen a level, they often dismiss it instead of exploring it. For example, you ever been around somebody who's never flown before, but can tell you everything about the plane, about the flight, about the experience? And so, because they've never experienced it, they critique what you're about to do or what you have endeavored to do or decided to do. Don't let somebody else's fear or lack of exposure limit you from what you know that you've been destined to do. That makes sense? And you start hearing language like this, say stuff, oh, that won't work, or nobody does that. That is so unrealistic. That's crazy. Who does that? That is an indicator of somebody who's not exposed and they don't even know it. They think that their critique is normal because they cannot speak outside of the thoughts that they have generated based on their current level of exposure. Let me say that one more time. They cannot articulate or think above the thoughts that they have based on their current level of exposure. So they can only communicate to the level of their cognitive exposure. I hope that makes sense. And watch this. They even reduce big ideas to small thinking. Man, listen, I've been there. I've done that. Have you ever shared something with somebody and you were so excited, but you didn't realize you were sharing it with the wrong one? I mean, you had this big idea and this big dream, and you was like, man, I think this thing will work. And then you shared it with somebody who was not exposed, and they came in with a critique that just crushed your creativity. Woo, man, I'm telling you, been there, done that, got the t-shirt and bumper sticker, but we don't have to stay there. We don't have to stay there. Because check this out. When people lack exposure, it creates premature conclusions. Don't tell me it won't work if you've never done it. Give me the data, and then let's go from there. It just chaps my hide for somebody to say, that won't work. You've never done it. So how do you know? They've drawn a premature conclusion based on, watch this, their limited or lack of exposure, and they don't even know it. Number two. Here's another indicator. Their vision never expands. They only keep seeing what's right in front of them. They can't see past their eyelids. They're limited. They set the same goal every year. Maybe it's you. You're setting the same goal every year. You have the same income expectations. You're going to keep making the same. This trips me out, right? Let's say if you're making $65,000 a year and your retirement age is 20 years down the road. People are basing their retirement on a today's salary based on a 20-year projection down the road. You're going to keep making that same 65,000 20 years down the road, lacking exposure and don't even know it. You pursue the same opportunities. Your team is pursuing the same opportunities, but you think you're busy. You think you're doing something, and you're just on that, what they consider to be the hamster's wheel or that hedonic treadmill. You're on that and you think you're doing something. Busy doesn't mean effective. And watch this. No language growing. You don't have any language of growth. You're not talking about growth. You're just talking about what is and what was and what could have been and what should have been and what's not going to work and what didn't work. Speaking on the same level. You can only speak on the level from which you look. Let me say that again for the people in the back of the room. You can only communicate with language on the level from which you look. They ain't even exposed, and they don't even know it. Wow. These are two indicators. And exposure, watch this. When you are exposed, it makes small thinking impossible. Woo, boy, let me tell you something. It's dangerous to see something greater because your mind cannot go back to its original form. A mind that is stretched cannot go back to its original form. Listen, let me put a warning label on this video right here. Exposure is a major disruptor to your current comfort. Exposure is a major disruptor to your current comfort. So if you are snuggled and nestled in on the lazy boy of limits, don't get exposed because it's going to kick you right out of the recliner into a place where you're going to have to apply some discipline to bring what you see into your current reality. And number three, I hope this is helping you, man, because I want to see you win. I want to see your team win. I want to see your business win. I want to see you win in your family. I want to see you win in your individual life. I want to see you achieve the goal that you've set. But first of all, there's no need to talk about exposure if you're even unaware that you're not exposed. Again, let's not get drunk, my friends, off of our own Kool-Aid, whether you like grape or red. It doesn't even matter. And here's the third indicator. They feel threatened by growth around them. People who are not exposed and don't even know it, they feel threatened by the growth that's around them. Watch this. When others expand, unexposed people feel intimidated instead of inspired. Wait a minute. Let me say that again. When others expand, unexposed people feel intimidated rather than inspired. Listen, I want this video, I don't want you to be intimidated by anything I'm saying because can I tell you something? I'm talking about me too. I've been there. I've done that. I've got the t-shirt and the bumper sticker. I'm trying to tell you. I'm no respecter person, and this is not about me. I'm not trying to impress you. I just want to impress upon you that your life deserves better and you have the ability to give it. But the first thing we have to understand is maybe I need to see more, because it's hard to become something that you've never seen. And watch this. These indicators of these people who are unexposed and they're critiquing the growth, and they're watch this, they're intimidated instead of being inspired. They say stuff like, man, that's too much. I don't even know why you got that car. That's just too much. Man, this house is it's too big. Who need a big kitchen like that? Oh, who gonna cut all this grass? Oh my God. Oh, that pool, man, you gonna have to clean that pool. Oh God. It's just you just travel too much. I don't be wanting to walk through all them airports like that. It's just too much. Oh God, you pay what for those shoes? Oh, that is just too much. How much is that perfume? That's just too much. Oh my God. Watch out for that type of language. And they question increase or elevation. Why you need to go back to school for? Why you need to do that? Why are you taking that class? Why you want to start that business? Why you want to be promoted? Why? Unexposed people are intimidated instead of inspired. They resist new frameworks. I've heard somebody recently say, that ain't gonna help me. I'm doing just fine where I am. Really? Are you seriously satisfied with the results of your life? They're unexposed and don't even know it. Oh my God. Listen, real quick, man. I lost over 100 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds. But here's the crazy thing. I did not know how bad I felt until I felt better. I saw me different, and I did the things required to make different show up. And now, man, I will never go back to that guy who couldn't hardly walk through the airport without breathing hard, or standing and clapping my hands without my legs going numb on both sides. I didn't know that. Watch this. And check this out. I made excuses for the broken pieces because I wasn't exposed. Sometimes we will make excuses for the broken pieces because we're underexposed. And here's the kicker. We don't even know it. And watch this. People who feel threatened by growth around them, which is the third indicator, they prefer familiarity over possibility. Well, we've always done it like this. Why we need to change? We've always done it like this because exposure requires a different framework. What maybe supported you on this level, that same thinking will not support you on that level. I got to get above my glasses. On that level. So check this out. If you're on this level, guess what you have to do to see this level? You always have to constantly look down. I got to look down. But if my level rises up here, and if I'm still looking down, I see nothing. And so I have to adjust my vision to a greater level. And watch this. I can only see based on how I think. So if my vision is adjusting, my framework, my cognitive framework must adjust as well. So my friends, those are the three indicators. Now I'll go back over real quick review. I want to be a good teacher. Quick review over the three things. The signs that you're not exposed. Number one, they critique what they've never experienced. Number two, their vision never expands. And finally, they feel threatened by the growth that is around them. Three indicators that you're not exposed and you don't even know it. My friends, I hope this video has helped you in a tremendous way. if you like this content, first of all, I want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below and give me your thoughts on it. And if you just like this content, share this video with somebody who you know that is not exposed, underexposed, and they don't even know it. All right, my friends, this is TC with your E3 moment. And I want you to remember and always know that abundance is your natural state. Until the next moment, have a great